Our church was set up by my granddad. It's about abstinence, respecting the body. It's the temple of the Holy Spirit, after all.
It's very kind of you to buy us cake, but we're actually fasting.
I'm a child of sin, but I can be a child of light.
You can phone me anytime.
Our sister Tara is going to have ritual purification. She is exorcised. She is free.
I don't need saving!
Morning, Grace. Do you want some hot water?
I want to talk to you both. I went out last night and met with Mrs. Tembe. Even though I knew what sort of a woman she was by then.
Why?
I was being disobedient, and I wanted to talk to her. But she tricked me. She was there with this man. She said he was a doctor. She thinks I'm anorexic.
Oh, nonsense.
Do you think she's right?
No, of course not.
Do you think this woman, who only met you yesterday, knows you better than we do, knows what's good for you?
No.
There's your answer. Confess your sin of disobedience.
That's not enough, Grandad. I want to go through the purification ritual, like Tara. I'm ready.
So, am I seeing you this evening?
You'll see me before then.
What, for a romantic liaison in the staff room?
Oh, he's still my beating heart.
Morning, Mrs. Tembe. Have a nice day off?
Well, yes, it was very busy. I had a fantastic holiday, and I was showing everybody my photographs yesterday, but you missed them. Oh, yes, another time maybe, huh? What are you doing here?
Mrs. Tenby, can I have a word, officially?
Well, what is this about?
I'm following up a complaint.
Well, who by? What sort of complaints?
What? Shall we do this down the station? Do you want to come with me?
Well, am I being arrested?
No, I just need to ask you a few questions.
What can't you do here?
Oh, I know, Mr. Bellamy. I will go.
You sure?
What am I being accused of?
Grooming a child for the purposes of sex.
What?
Wait a minute. Grace Burke, age 15. Do you know her?
Well, yes, I do. I met her yesterday.
Well, according to her, you called her last night and arranged to meet her in a cafe, but when she got there was a man there.
Yes, it was Dr. Clay. I asked him, but you cannot think.
No, I don't think, but you do understand we have to look into it.
Sign there.
I'm sure you signed in the right place. Don't want to end up ordering something else.
Well, it's been collected, as you can see.
Still, don't know how you managed to order that by accident.
Well, it was a mistake, wasn't it? I ordered something else and this was added. Not got any patience, Dr. Christoph?
Sergeant Harland, I think she is sick. But no one in her family in that church believes it. They think that she is fasting. They are encouraging her. She does not eat or drink. I think she has anorexia.
With the greatest respect, you're not a medical expert.
No, but Dr. Clay is.
Did Jimmy actually examine her?
Well, no. She ran out. She was very upset.
You see, the thing is, you got her there under false pretenses.
But Sergeant Hollins, what else was I supposed to do? They are harming children. I think if Grace starved herself to death, they would praise her for her devotion. I saw them perform an exorcism on Tara.
We've informed social services. Let's let them deal with it now.
They will take too long.
Come in. Excuse me. Right, well, it seems that the complainant has changed their minds. There's no charges, so you're free to go. Before you do, can I give you a word of advice, Mrs. Tenby, as a friend? Let's leave this to the proper authorities. Stay away from Grace and her family, and stay away from the church.
Mrs. Tenby's been arrested.
Yes, but I don't know what for, because Rob can't tell me because of confidentiality.
I can't imagine her as a criminal.
I don't really think it's any of our business, do you?
Oh, fine. So what's going on with you and Frank?
Well, since you ask, you could say that we were an item.
Since when?
Recently. Oh, Karen, it's great. He's so much fun, and oh, well, we've got so much in common. You know, we've got the same sense of humour.
Yeah, and the rest.
Yeah, glad to see you've got time to gossip.
Oh, don't.
Don't what?
You're doing your concerned face.
Yes, well, I am concerned.
Oh, surely we're over this.
Frank's not good enough for you.
Oh, and that's your unbiased opinion, is it?
Something dodgy about him.
Oh, Dr. Clay, I owe you an apology. You were right. I did not handle the situation very well.
Why'd you always have to go charging in?
I thought I could make her understand.
So you thought you'd ambush her? You'd probably make things worse. You saw how she reacted. Now she's less likely to admit it or to seek help. Not only that, but you got half the station wondering if I'm a paedophile.
Dr. Clay, I'm so sorry. But she is ill.
Yeah, I know.
Well, someone must be able to do something.
No one can do anything. Treating an anorexic as a minefield. You can't push him into an ambulance. You can't force feed them. You can't make him go to hospital. And not only that, if she doesn't consent to treatment, and she won't, you can't even put a saline drip in her arm. If you do, it's assault and you'll be prosecuted.
What kind of law is that?
Yeah, well, I don't like it either.
What will happen to her if she does not get help?
She could die. Heart failure, multiple organ failure, take your pick. It won't be pleasant.
And her family will not stop.
I wish there was something we could do.
And the vicar said he'll take both.
Oh, you are wicked.
What am I going to do when you go to Australia? Who's going to laugh at my jokes?
Well, I might have an idea.
Well?
Let's go to France. This weekend, you know, just go. You could show me all your favourite places. I could meet your daughter. I mean, like, I know I go on about Chris all the time, and I would love to meet Gigi.
No.
Well, why not? I mean, you know, that's what people do when they're together. You know, I meet your friends, your family.
No, I said no. No, I'm sorry, Emma. I don't want to discuss it.
Fine. It's just an idea.
Nice to be free, isn't it?
It was you who accused me.
Yes. But I've dropped the charges for now. But I can change my mind at any time I want.
You do not believe it yourself. You lied about me to the police, and now you are threatening me?
You threatened us. Questioning our faith. Putting ideas into Grace's head. I've spent 30 years helping Philip build up his church. Do you think I'd let you come in and destroy it?
What kind of church is built on lies and threats? You should be ashamed.
We welcomed you to our house, to our community. And now you're trying to turn Grace against us.
Please. Your granddaughter is very ill. She could die. For her sake, just take her to a doctor or a hospital.
She's not ill. Who are you to tell us how to bring up our child? You met her yesterday. I've been with her every day of her life.
Perhaps it takes an outsider to see an illness for what it really is, and to see how far it has progressed.
We love Grace. We're proud of her. Philip would die to protect her. We never let any harm come to her. Don't ever try and contact her again. She wants nothing to do with you. Leave us alone.
Oh, you scared me. Oh, for goodness sake, I've just ironed that! I'm sorry, darling. Don't cry. Please, just don't start crying. Morning Mill Health Centre. Karen? It's Aisha. I can come in today after all. I'd rather work. No, you're okay. You must need a break. No, it's fine. I'll take Sierra to nursery and... No, Howard's arranged cover. You enjoy your time off. Hey, you will not guess what's been happening here. I gotta go. Got another call. See you a bit. Ta-ra. Bye-bye. Bye. Good morning, Mill Health Centre.
Tara? You still in bed? Come on, wake up. There's so much to tell you. Tara. Come on. Wake up. Tara, please.
Come in.
Hey. Am I still coming over tonight?
Do you still want to?
Yeah, of course. Look, I should explain about Gigi.
You don't have to explain anything. It's none of my business.
Since me and Therese divorced, well, she's not been letting me see Gigi at all.
Well, she can't do that. That's appalling when she's your daughter.
Look, I made some mistakes. And Therese doesn't trust me anymore. She doesn't believe that I've changed. Anyway, look, it's not important. I shouldn't have snapped. And I am sorry.
Come here.
She'd been through purification. This shouldn't have happened.
Shush. It's God's will.
Grace, come on.
What's happened? Grace?
It's the shock. You can go. I'll look after her. Make her some hot, sweet tea.
Why? You know she won't drink it.
We should phone the police.
Why?
We have to notify the authorities.
The authorities? The people who never looked after Tara in the first place. The children's home, who didn't even notice when she went missing for days at a time. The family who abused her.
What are we going to do?
We loved Tara. We're her family. We can bury her here in the garden where she found such peace.
Look, Sierra, do you want to go on the roundabout? Swings then? I'll push you. No? What about the slide? What do you want to do then? Nothing. Look, I'm going to go and sit on that bench. I'll be right here. I'm not leaving you. Just go and play. Come on. If you try it, you'll like it. Just 5 minutes.
Don't pull so hard. It hurts.
Sorry. Grace. You don't have to go through with the purification.
Yes. I do.
The ritual is physically demanding. You're exhausted. Please, just wait a few days until you've recovered. Huh? Ask your granddad. He might listen to you.
Grace, are you ready?
You look beautiful. Ready?
Gran, do I have to do this today? I feel so ill.
You shouldn't let other people influence you.
I'm sorry, but I'm so scared. Tara!
Listen to me. Everybody's upset about Tara. We need something to pull the community together to restore their faith. We need you. And you can do it. The purification will make you stronger. We all love you. Don't let us down now. Good girl. Come on.
Right then, let's go on the Oh, look! There's Aisha and Sierra. Should we go and say hi to them?
Just stop, okay? Will you stop if I give you some chocolate?
Aisha, hi.
Hi.
Hello, Sierra.
I didn't know you came here.
Oh, Joe loves the park. Don't you, darling? Oh, look! Joe's showing you his new toy. Wasn't it generous of Karen? What's he called? He's called Pete. Joe named him.
We got one just like him.
Isn't he adorable?
Sarah doesn't like it. Him. Too scary.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Who's a pretty boy? Let's just put him away in Mummy's pocket. He's gone. Where do you want to go?
Our sister Grace is going to be purified. You will no longer be a child of sin. You will be a child of light. Come forward.
Please, do not do this.
You shouldn't be here.
This is supposed to be a church. Everyone is welcome.
You are not welcome.
Why? Because I question your faith? I challenge you? This is not a place of worship and you are not God.
Leave.
You talk about forgiveness, but there is no forgiveness here. You do not want people to be absolved of their sins. You want them to carry on feeling guilty because that gives you your power, your authority.
This is a community of the faithful.
This is a travesty of faith. You are the ones who are abusing children, punishing them, blaming them. One child is already dead. What church would dress its children as if in sacrifice?
The sins of the fathers shall be visited on the children.
That is not what Jesus taught us. If anyone causes these little ones, those that believe in me, to stumble, it would be better for them if a large millstone were hung about his neck and they were thrown into the sea.
We're not harming children, we're saving them. This is salvation.
Shame on you.
No! You're killing her! Can't you see that? Grace. Grace.
Linda, sit down.
Oh, leave her alone! Both of you. Haven't you done enough?
We help people. This is a church of purity, of abstinence and self-denial.
Can you not see that your teachings of self-denial and fasting can also lead to addiction?
Oh, Grace, please.
I don't want to die.
Yes, I need an ambulance. And the police.
Oh, very good. How are you going to get off now? There we go. Do you want to have a go, Sierra?
She doesn't like the swing.
Oh, look. come on, I think you'd really like it. Wow, your hands are as cold as ice. Haven't you got any gloves?
She loves them.
Don't you have any spare gloves?
I tell you what, why don't we go into the cafe? It's really child-friendly. My treat.
Thanks.
You're both being arrested for failing to notify the authorities about Tara Cafferty's death. Do you understand?
Yes.
Yeah, there'll be a full investigation into all the circumstances, and you will both be interviewed.
She just died in her sleep. We loved Tara. We're the only people who cared for her.
Yeah, but she did die in your care, didn't she?
Yes.
How's Grace? Can we see her?
She's at St. Phil's, that's all I can tell you. Sorry.
Failing to inform the authorities of a death.
It's all we've got on them at the moment. There may be further charges, but we'll have to wait till after the post-mortem.
They let a child starve herself to death.
I know, Mrs. Tenby, but they didn't force Tara to starve herself, or Grace. As far as we know, everyone in that church are there of their own accord. How is she?
She's very ill. Well, there is a problem with her heart. They are doing their best.
I've got to get back. Are you going to stay?
Am I allowed?
I can't see why not.
Sierra's going to absolutely love it here. They've got loads of toys. Don't worry, Joe's looking after her. He's a real little gentleman. Now then, what do you think Sierra would like to eat? The food's absolutely lovely. It's all organic.
Do they do chips?
Yes, sweet potato or parsnip.
Or pasta? She'll eat pasta sometimes.
With vegetables?
She won't. I'm lucky if she eats anything. The other night I spent hours trying to get her to eat spag bog.
I know how you feel. Joe says that he absolutely detests broccoli, but then when he's hungry, he'll eat absolutely anything. And seriously, Aisha, you know it's important.
I know.
There are some parents who don't give their children any vegetables or even fruit. There are some 11-year-olds who don't even know what a courgette is.
Sarah knows what mushrooms are. Got a bunch of them growing in our bathroom. It's so damp.
Oh, that's awful. You really should get someone to sort that out.
I know.
You know, if Sierra played a bit more and ran around a bit, she might work up more of an appetite. What activities does she do?
Activities?
Yes, you know. Joe does absolutely masses. He's busier than us. He does swimming lessons, baby yoga. He even went to a drumming workshop last weekend. He thought it was an absolute hoot.
She does stuff at nursery, drawing and that.
Well, there are some subsidised classes that you could look into.
We all taught her she was guilty from the day she was born. We all punished her. No wonder she was punishing herself.
Well, you were brought up to believe that. Well, she was.
I never thought I could love Grace because of the rape. Every time I looked at her, I remembered. I was depressed for years after she was born. I just thought it was better to let Mum and Dad bring her up.
I am a Christian. Well, I try to be a good one. I could not believe in a God who would blame a victim of violence for what happened to them. What happened to you was not your fault.
I felt guilty all these years. They did that to me and her, made us both feel guilty.
What will you do now?
Oh, what I should have done years ago. I'm not going back there. I'll find somewhere new to live, just me and Grace. And I'll be a parent, or try to be. I have to get her well again. I know it won't be easy. But I can work. I've worked all my life. And we'll be free. It's to help you, darling.
I want to get better. You will.
Mrs. Temby's going to help us.
You came back. I didn't think you would after the thing things I said.
Well, I'm glad I did.
You are a true Christian.
Well, I will leave you two. You have a lot to talk about.
Thank you.
Wasn't that nice? See? You do like vegetables.
We should get back. Come on.
Aisha, actually, wait. I've been having a think, and there are some things I know about that might help you. I mean, Mrs. Temby helps out at the food bank. I'm sure you could get some food bank vouchers if you're struggling. And as for the damp, Daniel and I know this marvellous handyman.
How would I afford it?
Well, I'm sure we could speak to Howard. He can sort something out. I'm sure we could all club together and everyone would love to help.
Or maybe you should just take Sierra and raise her yourself if you think I'm such a rubbish mum.
No, I didn't say that. I know that you're trying your best.
But it's never going to be good enough, is it?
Aisha, I'm not criticising you.
No? Well, you've done nothing else since we met. Don't you dare patronise me. You think you're so perfect? Bloody Mother of the Year? You think you can tell me how to do every single thing? You think I need your charity? Well, I don't. So you can take your drumming workshops and your marvellous handyman and your organic courgettes and stick them where the sun doesn't shine. Come on. Come on.
Mum is back.
Just stay inside. We won't even know you're here.
Dr. Carmichael can have these. You won't be needing them for the drop-in clinic. Think you can handle that?
I think so.
What do you want? Your vote.
We're both HIV positive.
Okay. No broken skin, is there?
No.
Well, then there's no problem.
You want my vote? You're gonna fight me for it. Now fight me!
Well, they say that drink can be bad